everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. You can find us on YouTube at Joey143Jenny, or and you can find us on Instagram at Joey143Jenny. So today I'm back at it with the junk journal that I'm making. I made it out of the painter's tarp and the baker's twine, and I've gotten some things out to make ephemera. I'm undoing one of my Oohoo glues. My sister-in-law got them for me for Christmas. You may remember me telling you that. And she wrapped each one individually. So I didn't unwrap them all. I thought, oh, it'll be like Christmas every time I unwrap one. So it's such a great gift for someone that's a journaler to get glue. Because we go through a lot of it. So, today I'm going to make some ephemera. I meant to get some envelopes, but I didn't. So, I may not do envelopes today, but I put a few things in this box that I wanted to maybe use. I can't remember where these digitals came from. They were just in my stash. But this was a digital of 2 different ledgers. And I had copied them on sticker paper, and then I just put them in my little cutter and cut them to be similar to washi tape. Excuse me. And then I just pulled out some stuff out of my stash that I thought might go with this journal and, you know, to use. So there's some of that business. And here, let's put this back. And then I pulled out my ephemera books. You know, I've been working on these last 2. I'm getting better at it. And the more I organize these 2, the less these 2 are puffy. So I could probably use 4 more ephemera books. And I do keep some ephemera in little plastic containers. Do I have one close by? Yeah. Plastic containers like this too. But I like to see them displayed. And of course I'm going to try not to be stingy, and I'm going to use some of my Kathy Holden different stickers. These are from her Butler's Pantry and Etiquettes. So all right, and then also I'm going to just set this aside because I'm not going to use it right away. I'm going to work on the ephemera, so I'm going to set it out of the way. I'm going to set this over here. Oh, and then also some of these I don't know as well where they came from. Again, I cut up something. It was for, you know, to make washi. I'm just not sure where I got that. Or these right off the top of my head. But I thought they'd be fun to, you know, use for different things. And then I was watching, you know, I watched Gail Augustinelli, and I was watching her do an Etsy share last week or a couple weeks ago. And she shared Artsology mystery bundles. There's 2 mystery bundles. There's over 100 pages in each one. And man, there are so many amazing sheets in there. Now, they're all kinds, all kinds. I think Gail even mentioned this. It's possible that when they made some of their digital kits that they had pages that they didn't want to, you know, they made it for the digital kit, but maybe they didn't want to put it in, or it was a color they didn't want to put in, or some, I don't know how they came up with this mystery bundle. But I have to tell you, it did not disappoint. Now, so I keep mine in plastic, and this bundle is so gigantic, I had to use 3 different plastics. But I can't tell you which one came out of bundle 2 and which came out of bundle 1. And I did not do all of them. I only did the ones I thought I would use, you know, fairly soon. So this one has a little glitch from... yours truly did that. But just so many. If you get a chance to go over, I don't know, I was not disappointed in either bundle. And like I said, there's well over 100 in each bundle. And I couldn't print them all. I just printed the ones I thought I might use right away, or you know, maybe in the next year. And then what else do I have over here? Okay, so then I also have just my, different things to glue onto. So there's cardstock, there's some coffee dyed paper, just different things if I run out of things to glue onto to make pockets and different things. But I did want to start with some of my things. I thought I would do some Rolodex. I'm going to try to do those today. I thought I would use these to glue on the back of or on the front of library cards. Remember I told you that I use Tracy Fox labels to label my things. So here's an example of that. So I'll use, you know, I thought maybe I'd use a library card. Maybe I'll use one of these coffee dyed ones. I'll do the other later. Okay, so there's that. Where's that? There we go. And then index cards. And these got kind of dark. I'm not sure what happened. But for the purpose of this journal, I can easily, you know, put something on this and it not, you know, be so darkened like that one. I can make journal cards, or I could make a pocket or something. So I thought I'd use a couple of those. These are big coffee dyed index. So maybe I'll use one of those. We're just going to pull some out. That's kind of fun. And then here's some of the really jumbo ones. I coffee dyed these with, you know, doilies and placemats and things like that. Some of them turned out, some of them didn't, but I'll use them. I'll definitely use them. I was just telling Joey today I can't wait for a nice sunny day that's not windy so I can get some coffee dyed out there. I've done it in the house, but you know, I just don't, if I get a chance, I like to do it outside. I just don't like to have it all spread out drying, and it takes a lot longer to dry in the house, you know, so you have that hanging around, and I don't really care for that. So, all right, so what I thought I would do is, a while back, maybe a year or so ago, I did a Marguerite Miller challenge at a swap, Marguerite Miller swap. Let me get my sheet out here to glue on. And it was a Rolodex collage swap. So basically what we did was, I can't remember how many we did, 8 or 6, and we sent them to Marguerite, who, I don't even know how she has the time. She organized them, etc., whatever it takes to do. And then she had, and then she divided them out. And so then we got as many as we sent from different artists. And then they got, you know, some of ours. So I've got some really awesome ones. So I really enjoyed doing that, and I did a couple more. I did some Christmas ones when I was at Kathy's. That was a lot of fun. And then Kathy and I, what we do, which I think I'm going to start doing that regardless, because these do take a little bit of time. But what Kathy and I do when we exchange them with each other is, this was a great idea she had, was to photocopy our finished product. And that way we also, for our collection, have them. So let me see if I can, find one really handy here. Yeah. Here's one. Here's one Kathy made me. It's so cute. Of course, when you see Kathy, when you have it in your Rolodex, if you do use them in your Rolodex and not just as, you know, a tuck or a journaling card, then the Rolodex flips down, and so then you do this side the same. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so I have those back there in my Rolodex. Now, I'm going to move this over. I just laid that out, but now I'm going to move it over because I didn't leave myself enough room to glue. And I need to go at it with the glue stick. So basically what I don't know, but what I did was I laid these down. And I'm sure if you search this, many people have it, but probably Margaret Miller is going to be a really good search. And, excuse me, I'm still struggling with the allergies. And, you know, you'll see how she did it. And again, I think it was like a year or so ago. So let's see, I need it all the way, and then I need it to about right here. Okay, so I am just going to glue the living daylights out of it. And yeah, so I hope everyone's having a really great day. It's the weekend here, and Joey's friend came to see him. It's his high school buddy that he grew up with. They've been friends for so long. I think they might have even been friends in junior high. They truly are like brothers. Joey doesn't have a brother, so they truly are like brothers. I mean, his buddy comes to family events. He's included in everything. He's a delight to have around. He's a great sounding board. You know, both of them use each other as a sounding board. And then Joey has a cousin a couple years older than the two of them, and they're all three just 3 peas in a pod, if you want to say that. They love to hunt together. They have a lot of shared interests. They're all in some type of, oh, what would you say, like plumbing, electrical, that type of employment. So they have a lot to discuss together. So yeah, it's super fun to have him here. And I know, you know, especially with Joey being a little bit, to a degree, homebound and not, you know, going to work, seeing people every day. It's been nice for him to have his buddy here to hang out with. Okay, so let's see. Should I do that, or maybe it would be easier to do this? That's might be a little easier. I will have to do some trimming, and I think that's going to be okay. So anyways, yeah, so they went out goofing this morning, and then I made breakfast, and then we watched a baking show, which we all like to cook. And then we kind of decided, are we going to do something? Are we not going to do something? Are we going to hang around? Are we not going to hang around? But we decided to go walk for a while. We went to a flea market and had a nice time. And then stopped at a little burger joint and had a burger, and Joey and I split a shake, which is fun. I was stuffed, I say. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to just see if I can get that squished down nice. This is, just from my experience, this is the part where this first layer to me is like the part where you really want to, what in the world? You want to make sure it's, you know, glued down nice. What? Come on, glue. What's happening? Yeah, so anyways, we just got back, and, you know, we're sitting there having lunch, and we're like, what are we going to do for dinner? I had not laid anything out to defrost. I hadn't been to the store. So Joey went to the store. I mean, you know, we're having lunch, but I'm like, oh, while we're out, we probably should figure out what we're going to do for dinner. So I think we're going to have brats and potatoes and veggies. and a salad. So I think that's what we'll do tonight. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is kind of collage it, but I'm going to turn it over on this side to do that. I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece off, just so I don't accidentally get, you know, too much paper down there that's, you know, going to be wasteful. So I'll save that, but it has a little glue on it, so I'll let it dry. Okay, so that's nice. Now, I won't use all of these in this particular journal, but isn't that pretty? That's in that packet I was just telling you about. Okay. All right, so now let's decorate it. What do we want to put on? We can, like, collage some of this. Get some of this off. I'm not sure what I did to have it print this way, but somehow it printed this way. And, you know, like just a half a sheet. And I'm not sure, can't remember what the situation was. And I don't remember where I got it. Sometimes I've tried to keep a really good, what's the word, organization, like ledger, so to speak. It's my ledger notebook, so I should be, you know, mindful of ledgers, but of where I get things. There are so many great, you know, Facebook groups, and many times the people in the Facebook group will give you free digitals, which I so appreciate, and I try to, you know, thank them by, you know, purchasing, you know, if I am going to purchase something, you know, if I do need a digital, I try to go to their Etsy shops first to view and see, do they have something that, you know, might work, because I'm so grateful for their freebies. You know, so that's another way that, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money. I know that, let's see, let me tell you who this one may be from. I call it freebies. Hold on. Well, I can't seem to find it right off the tip, so I will try to remember to link her Etsy store, because I do appreciate that she does the freebies, and then maybe you can search her, because I think that's how it's listed on Facebook, is by her name. And she offers a lot of freebies, and that's maybe where I got this. Another thing you can do is, again, and I try to purchase from these people when I can, or when I see that they have something that, you know, would fit what I'm working on. Another thing you can do is get on mailing lists. I've learned this, that if you get on like a mailing list, oftentimes they'll send you like, you know, a freebie each month. And I know that, like, for instance, oh, I'm doing that. I should be going this way. Oh, well, that's all right. An example of that would be like the Paper Outpost. And she has wonderful videos. Wonderful videos. Now, she's very... unlike me, she's not super laid back. She's very energetic. You're gonna love her. Her name's Pam. Pam at the Paper Outpost, if you're not familiar with her. And she puts out a lot of YouTube, and they're super easy. She breaks it down. I love watching her. The biggest reason I love watching her is because if you're a perfectionist, which if you have watched me for very long, you know that I'm practicing to not be a perfectionist. And so with that being said, Pam is very helpful because she appreciates, let's say, mistakes, so to speak. She appreciates how, you know, Bob Ross used to say happy accidents, and she'll show you how to work through them. She's not super organized in the sense that everything's already ready. She's just really a delight to watch. So yeah, but if you subscribe to her newsletter, she sends you freebies, free downloads, and I have used them. They're super cute. They're all kinds. I mean, she has vintage. She has a lot of vintage things. She has subject, you know, like more along the lines of subjects. So, like for instance, let's say it was fairies. You know, maybe one month you're going to get fairies to download. Some of them I download, some of them I don't. She had a wonderful with vintage fruit, which I was looking for a vintage fruit. And so she had a free download with that. And then I was doing a journal one time, and I wanted a specific color, so I went on, and she actually has digitals that are just particular colors. So I think I got the lavender, red, orange, and I believe green. I can't remember now. But it's, you know, lots of things in just that color. All kinds of ephemera in that color. Oh, so beautiful. If you're doing like a theme, or if you, it's a little crooked, or if you just like that color, and you're, let's say you're doing a blue journal, or a red journal, or let's see, what was I doing? Oh, I know what it was. I was doing a journal that was a vintage, kind of a domesticality. Is that any more straight? No, but oh well. And, you know, like with cookbooks and sewing and all kinds of stuff like that. And I was accenting it with red, but I didn't have a lot of red ephemera. So I went on, and she had this beautiful, you know, really nice set download. So yeah, so there's all kinds of ways to get the, you know, to get the free. And then when you can, they don't expect it. They just ask that, you know, you know, share their name, which I try to do if I can remember their name. But I am going to have to go on and look at Kate's. I can't remember her her Etsy, but I do want to find it to share with you all. So yeah, that's what's happening. And I'm trying to think of what else is going on. I've been, you know, kind of busy. I've made some journal covers and some fabric flips and, you know, different things like that. So I have been trying to stay busy. I feel like I'm 90% recovered from not feeling super well. And now my allergies are kicking in. Oh, and it was cold today. I'll tell you that much. Woo, it was cold. Yeah, so even walking from the car, I don't like to lug a coat in the flea markets. And they do have carts. I don't like to lug a coat in the flea market. And so either Joey will drop me off at the door, which that was impossible today because it was crazy at the flea market today, or I will you know, just walk without a coat to, you know, to the door, so I did that without a coat today, and oh man alive, it was cold. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do with this for right now. So now what I'm just going to trim it around the best I can. I find if I hold my scissors at an angle like maybe a 45 degrees from the card, that I can get right up against it without cutting it. Now I do have to adjust every once in a while just because I didn't lay these exactly right, you know, straight. Ooh, that one's close. I may have to do some additional trimming. Okay. So I thought, well, this is going to be fun because I wanted to have one of these to put in a pocket, but I also wanted to have some in my stash, as well as I may have mentioned to you that I'm going to go to a craft retreat next month, and I signed up to do a demo. So what is going on here? I thought, well, I'm going to do this and see, can I explain it within the 30-minute time frame. So I'll try to be a little bit more organized when I get there, and I think what I'll do is just have like little packets ready for the participants. So, you know, while I'm explaining, they can be doing it at the same time. Okay. All right, we're almost there. Now the corners, I can round those once I've done the other side, which I don't know that I'm going to do that on camera, but it's basically the same. The reason I don't wait to cut them is because once you get the back on, it's very difficult to see. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cut out the little Rolodex tab part. I'm going to use another one of these that hasn't been glued on as a template to show me where to do it. And then what I'm going to do is, instead of, I do have a little punch, but because I know that they're very hard to come by and you may not have a punch, you may not even have a Rolodex, but you can make those out of a index card. You can make these out of an index card. You could do this with an index card. You don't have to have a Rolodex. But if you wanted to have the look of a Rolodex, I like to just round the corners a little bit, and then I'm going to just use my hole punch, and I'm going to make 2 holes, and then I'm going to just slice it a little bit. So I think that'll give that illusion, and I think it'll look nice. So I'm going to wait till the end to do that. So let's turn these over. And lay them out. If they have words or anything, I want to lay them out, you know, to where you can I can decorate them without, you know, flipping them around. Let's see this one. This one didn't get very much. That's the right way. That's that one I made a mistake on. Okay, but now what I can do is start to decorate them. So let's look at, I've got Kathy's stickers here. I'll move a little bit of my things over. And I'm not going to put a whole lot on each one. Now, you know, when I've done it before, and I try to do like the same elements just to keep it easy, just to mass produce. But I'm not going to do a lot of things on it. Like before I put book pages, so like I would put a book page on each one little piece. I put a label in each one. I put a bird on each one. I put a butterfly on each one, whatever. But I want to keep these a little bit more simple, especially because I use really crazy paper that I love, so I don't want to cover that up completely. So I know that I would like to put something on each one, whether it's a flower. I might need to cover this guy up, and I hate to, but I might need to. Whether it's a flower or a another bird or whatever. And then what I'd like to do is put a label on. Now, you've probably seen Kathy tell you that's so much better, especially with these. Look how gorgeous that is. And it is easier to a degree if you go ahead and separate this out like this. Take this off. Then you can see exactly the size of your sticker. You see how this has, let's see, I don't know if you can see it on that, but see how that has a little bit more of a border. This gives you a more true size, so when you're looking to see what's going to fit. The thing about it is that I like this cream, and I want to keep it intact because I'm going to use it to make name or stamp out things on it. So I am going to keep mine as it is. Oh, these are pretty. What if we put a stamp on each one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cut one out. Is there any more stamps? I love them. So beautiful. Okay, let's not do that. What else? Well, we'll see. Let's see. Let's just look at this. It'll be easier. What if we put these on some and then these on some? Where are those at? I love that index. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. So this one you can see, I did that. I pulled it apart. Okay. So I'm going to cut this. I think I'm overdoing it with the scissors. They're awfully big. And then I will also stamp them a little bit too. So this will be fun to use Kathy's stamps on them. I haven't gotten to use those yet. You don't have to put these in any certain position. Just put them wherever you want. This one just has a little bit more of a border, I feel. Okay. I always think it's fun when you have one that's going sideways too. I see that sometimes. I don't know if you ever see that. Okay. So we have 4 like that, and then 4 the other. So let's go back to the little hens. Super cute. Oh my gosh. Does she have those perforated even? Oh no, I think what I did, let me find it real quick, is I used my stamp. Let's see. Can you see this? I got it for 50 cents at a flea market. Man, was I super pumped when I saw that thing. Okay, I gotta make sure I go the right way. Okay. These are going to be cute. Yeah. Super cute. Oopsie. So the thing about the stamp scissors, let me just finish this off, is you want to continue in the same direction. So if I'm cutting this way, I want to now go this across here. I don't want to cut this way and then turn it. Let's see. There's a way that if you don't keep going in the same direction, okay, like so I wouldn't do this side and now come back over and do this side, because if I do that, I'm gonna invert those little fake lines and then it's gonna look different. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I'll have to show you on some other paper here in a minute. And these scissors may be fine both ways. They almost look the same. One looks flat and one looks round. So like I'm saying, I'm going to go this way here. So I'm not going to turn it and go this way here. I'm going to keep going around the clock with it. So what'll happen is, and this is prime example, I'm going to go this way here, but now what it did was, I don't know, let's see if we can see that. On one it's square and on one it's round, but it's so minor I don't know if you will see it. I'll tell you what, that chocolate shake that Joey and I split today was so delish. But and it really did feel good on my throat. And I really wanted the whole thing. But I was happy to share it with my guy. But it was so good. It was so good. Okay. Okay, so it's coming along. I need to quit fiddling and just go. But I need to find something here. And I feel like I can find a flower. Sorry. Or something from Kathy's. Something that would fit in. Yeah, like maybe this one here. The thing about it is it going to be big enough? Let's see. It's next to a big butterfly. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's pretty. That's a possibility. Okay. I'm going to go with this one. Hopefully. Yeah, I think it's going to work. Okay. Yay, nobody's going to know about it. Now, okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I think we'll try to put something on each one. So a couple of them have butterflies, and this is my very unorganized butterfly ephemera that in doing the other ones is going to help me to get these organized better. So, because I'm going to be moving some things around, so here's some fussy cutting I did. So, pardon me, what I'd like to do is put a butterfly on the ones that maybe don't have something on it. I always find these tricky. Oh, I'll put that one there. You know, it's the ones that are the halvesies. I always find those to be tricky. Oh, I love those big ones, but I don't want to use that on this. Again, I don't know where this one came from. I'll have to find it. And you could save these until you find the one that you want to, that you're working on. Like what journal are you working on that you may need, something. Maybe you want, I don't know, maybe you're working on a journal that needs pink. That kind of blends a little bit too much. Well, I guess they all kind of blend a little bit too much. We have this one, doesn't have anything. I could put a bird on that one. My birds are a nightmare as well. Let's see if I can locate one. These pretty feathers. The birds might be a little bit little. That's too big. Yeah, these are going to be too big. Let's just try to find another butterfly. There's a pretty one. No, there's one. That one's attached to a flower. It was going to be too big. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. We're getting there. I hear Joey rummaging around the kitchen. I think he's putting dishes away from the dishwasher. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's off of Kathy Holden's, this is off of her junk journal fabric. Oh, isn't this going to be fun? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is going to be great. Now, I think I showed you before, excuse me again, that I learned to, you know, for another dimension, put those little, the cute little emery, or oh, good grief, embroidery floss to make the antennas. I didn't plan that ahead of time, and so that one's on there. I'm not going to do that this time, but I'll probably just draw them on here in a little bit with a little fine marker. Okay, so this is all I'm going to do with the exception of a label. I'm going to put a label on each one. Probably use one of Tracy Fox's labels. Okay. Okay. All right, now, label ephemera booklet. All right, this is the one that we did together. And it's not completely done, but what I've done is tried to organize labels by size and color. And you can see I'm not completely finished, even adding to it, so I think I might put like this kind of stuff on it. So let's look and see. Maybe we'll put something that needs a little bit. We'll put that one there. Keep sliding my paper. Okay. Oh, it almost sounds like he's cooking. And these, I believe that yeah, these are all on sticker paper, so that's going to be so awesome. And then, as a reminder, later on, I'm going to probably, I'm going to probably stamp, put just a little bit of stamp. I'm not going to clutter it too much. Let's see, that one up there needs one. How about a September 30th? And that one has one, that one, that one, that one. This one needs one. How about a 14th. And this one needs one. Okay. How about this one? That doesn't... Maybe this would work better. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're getting there. I do want to go around here now. I think we're going to get cut off, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on. I'm going to stamp them. I want to tell you that we appreciate you watching our videos and subscribing, sharing and with your friends. And we want you to know that we pray blessings over you and that you are so loved. So loved. I hope you never forget that. Anyways, everyone, I'm going to cut it short now. Not short, it's long. I'm going to cut it, though, because I'm afraid it's going to run out. So have a really great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.